Yeah, because like even I can on top of that, like most people, like some people, like I've met some people who are generally assholes. I have a strong belief that the Lord let them live just to shit talk people just because they exist. Like, hey Timmy, how are you doing today? I'm doing fine. How are you, sir? Shut the fuck up. You don't deserve to exist. Like people like just do that for no
Well,
reason.
Yeah.
that is some.
Like Apex
See,
hashtag
this is
Apex
what
players like.
this is the
I mean,
problem the
it's like
country
that.
has right now. Is this low tier trash talking? So you can call anybody the N word. You can call anybody, the F
With the
slur.
pass.
It's nothing. What you need to do is be fucking creative, and that's what we're losing in the gaming community. Is fucking creativity with our fucking trash talk.
Exactly.
If I told Crixus he should be flung off the face of the fucking earth and into the sun immediately, that would be fucking more creative than me just saying the N word.
Like, I'd
And
rather.
that's what we're losing. We're losing that creativity. I'm fucking tired of it.
Well,
Vote
I
me
mean,
for
I was listening to
president
these
of the
kids
gaming
saying,
culture.
Why'd you have to pick me out of the bunch, guys?
Well, y'all were just arguing about anime, like not no less than an hour ago. Y'all were he was like, "Whose ass could be beaten more badly, Saitama or your mother? Choose one." Like the sandal or the belt. But yeah, also to
But no,
auto.
I think this fucking gaming itself, trash talking is a fucking art, okay? And when you just say slurs without fucking any meaning or any oomph behind it, then you fuck that art. You're shitting on the
the best
art.
is
Hashtag Pat God.
the best is when you call people out on their trash talk and trolling and that, because like I had a guy that was like air quotes trolling, because what it was is the guy was actually, and this is what it's like with most people that are trolling, the guy was trolling today because he lost his lane and just basically was like, well, if I'm gonna lose, everybody's losing. um
It's like me playing Sea of Thieves, and then I purposely blow up the boat, and then like hashtag we do a little bit of trolling.
That's actually
yeah,
a
no,
god move
the
right
guy
there.
was straight up like, oh, I was trolling. And then he's like, he tried saying to me, he tried to play psychology with me.
Reverse
And
psychology.
no, he tried to play psychology. He's like, I'm in your head because he's like, you're still responding. I said, no, actually. I said, I'm just waiting for my fiance to tell me when it's time to leave for our Easter dinner. So I thought I would entertain myself with the muses of a young child that thinks covering up his failed gameplay with trolling is an easy answer to make me think that he was trolling.
See, no, that's a
Boom.
smart
That
man
is
right there.
And
creative trash talk,
dude,
Thank
even if
you.
you don't even
he
want to
was
call it that.
so pissed after that. Like, he actually called me the R word after when he left. Like, I was like, oh, so I definitely won that.
Yeah. Because the R word is only used by people who are mentally backwards to the point where they can't think of nothing else but to literally say the same things over and over again. Like, how many
The
times you
R
gonna have
word
your friends
is
say that your
reverb,
mom
right?
dead, or yo, guess what? I got this, but your daddy don't. Like, how many
I
times you
mean,
gonna
I
bring my
make more
fathers and
on
brothers
jokes
up?
than trolls do. My fiance calls me Batman just with no money.
Like here's
Exactly.
the
People
thing.
call
At the
me
end of the
Black
day,
Man,
No,
at the end
my
of the
fiance
day,
calls me. My fiance goes, she's
like
like, I'm
I'm
just
Black
waiting for
Man,
the billionaire to come out of you. And I was like, yeah, me too.
just like Batman
the
in my
thing is,
skin.
is
The
we're just
darkness
losing
rise.
creativity in this world, especially in the gaming culture. Trash talk, in my opinion, has always been a form of art for me. Because the moment you go in, anything can fucking happen. You get
Yeah,
into a game, no matter what, anything can fucking happen. But it's how you create those moments is what really matters.
that's what makes
And I'm
gaming
so fucking
special.
tired of going into a goddamn game and just
So you get
hearing the word
DDoS.
Exactly.
retard. I'm fucking tired of it. I'm so fucking tired of it. It pisses me off. And not like a, oh, I can't believe you called me that. It's just like, dude, be more fucking creative. Like, come on. Like, tell me, like, my mother should have been fucking burned in a fire even though she died of cancer. Like, come on. There are much better ways to tell me, like, to actually hurt my feelings than that shit.
Look, like if someone were to come to me and said that their mother died because she fell off a cliff, I would have said she should have had feather falling.
Just 1 second, gentlemen. My boyfriend was
Oh,
sending me
it's
a
just
threat.
nowadays like it's a combination of multiple issues that with the trash talking is that trash talking has gotten lazy and like I'll need to finish my point because just some people may
Yeah,
interrupt
before it
because of what I'm
slips
gonna
your
say.
mind.
But no, it's not that. It's
Oh.
that trash talking has gotten lazy because everything has gotten so liberal that speech is so suppressed. They go for the easy shit because it triggers the easiest with the general populace. No one's doing the creative shit because, like, literally going, it was a treat on Call of Duty when I was, like, I'm 30, gonna be 31. It was a treat on Call of
Nice.
Duty Live for, like, Black Ops to see how creative someone fucked my mom today. Like, it was like, okay, let's see how creative you are. Like, it was just like shit like that. Like it was,
What
but
position was it?
nowadays,
How long did you last?
now
Check out
now
next time
people
on
just
Dragon
like
Ball
just
Z.
they just drop like either a racial slur or something that's transphobic to be like edgy and like try to get a response. I was like, it's like that works for like the general populace, but we're like, come on, give me something with substance. Like,
Oh yeah. Like I'm about to make this kid so emo. I'm about to wonder how many cuts he's gonna have in his wrist.
oh, I got one for you.
Mod Warzone.
So I heard, so I saw the streamer go like, made a comment to,
oh, never mind.
sorry, I'm fighting.
Playing Deep
Fighting?
Woken and talking with the
League
chat
of
at the same
Legends.
time.
Fight. I was in the middle of a fight with a guy. No, this chick, like this guy goes, oh, girl gamer. Oh, you're 30. Go to the kitchen and make your son a sandwich. And she goes, you know what? I'm gonna fuck your dad so he can have a son that he actually loves.
Oh!
Oh.
Okay, but I've heard it before. I won't say.
Yeah, but that was my first time hearing it. And I was like, that was clever.
Oh, that was your first time? Jeez. Then...
Yeah.
Wait, what? That was your first time hearing
Hey,
that?
look, personally, I would have been like, I would have said something, but my mom said I'm not allowed to talk to trash.
I'm so sorry. That was your first time actually hearing that quote?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I haven't been in lobbies where they're trash talking women and they fire back with that.
Yeah, because everybody else's opinions on.
Ghost was the biggest one.
No, because literally all they do is with like, usually this is how trash talking goes, and this is the shitty part of it. Oh, go make me a sandwich. Oh, shut up! You're so sexist. That's why I'm saying like
they
people
always say that to women that are in the chat though
Yeah.
specifically. And then also another thing to add on to Dante and Magnus' perspective about this too, and with the whole trash talk in the game community, is that it's also about the world that we live in too. Because think about this: back then, the world used to. Even though I'm 16, I've learned a lot through my experiences. Like I've had more experiences than most adults and homeless niggas would have their entire life. Now, it's like. The trash talking and stuff these days is absolutely stupendous, absolutely rambunctious, absolute flibbergaster. Like, the things back then, it was all about teaching younger generations to grow up better and more resilient than the last. This generation, it's bro, you can identify as anything. If I wanted to, I could be like, you know what? I no longer want to be a dominant, independent, strong black male. I want to identify as a microwave, and my pronouns is beep, boop, and popcorn button. Like, you could just do that, and the world would be fine. The world's not teaching us to be smart. They're literally like school. Some teachers actually want to teach what they want kids to know, so way they could grow up to be better than them. The school doesn't give two shits. They just give them a curriculum to follow. Because think about this. That's what college is for. College used to be about education. Now it's about how much money you could dump into their pockets. Because there's less majors, but some colleges actually do actually care about your education. Because over time, we're not being taught things that we should know. We're being taught the basics of everything.
It's not even the basics. We're not even being taught the proper shit nowadays. It's like the stuff in the school is about like basically conformity and submission.
Yeah.
Like if you really want to be teaching the society, why aren't we learning about how to properly balance a checkbook? Why isn't that thing? How to make proper food.
Yeah.
Or how to make a balance, like, stuff like that. Or
how I could cook better than my wife.
Here's my question to you. What grade do you think they should be learning how to balance a checkbook?
Sorry, I'm gonna have to turn you up. You're super quiet.
Eighth. At least eighth, because at eighth, in the eighth grade, when you enter,
the problem is just in general, and I get it from both y'all's standpoints. I can understand. I was like that at one point. I thought that we needed to learn like deep shit because it'd be useless. But the thing is, even learning the simple shit, even at this age, I don't need a fucking degree. I really don't. I don't need a college degree.
No.
If I'm being honest, I don't even have my high school diploma.
Dude, I was gonna become a cop, and then you know what? I just went into the trades. Like I was like, you know what? They don't really emphasize going into the trades, and now they're saying like, oh, we need people in the trades. Like I get they're saying it, but at the same time, they're not actually like pushing it because I'm like, dude, when I'm like a journeyman, I make 53 an hour.
Yeah,
and I'm like, dude, if they told me
that is.
Yeah, like. People don't like, and I was like, people never told me that. And I'm like, guys, like, if I knew that, like, I'd be making 53 an hour, why the hell wouldn't I do it? But like, what was your question though? Because you were super quiet, and I had to double your volume.
So my question is Magna, what grade do you think that we should learn? Like, I think Chaos said it. I don't know who said it, but to balance a checkbook. Maybe you said it.
Ninth grade. That's what I said.
At the age that you're able to start working. So whenever you in your country, when you're legally able to start working, you should know how to balance a checkbook.
Here's my problem with that, and it's not like I disagree with everything you said. I do agree with some of the shit that both of y'all said.
Constructive criticism, we get it.
Hmm.
You know, my thing is that in order to learn even balancing a checkbook, some kids still don't even know math, and that could also be they're just not listening and shit. Or
It also
they don't
could be
wanna-
parents and stuff as well, because depending on where you're growing up in your background depends on how you learn. Like for me,
But the,
oh yeah, huh?
But that's
sorry,
on
no,
the
no,
school system to make it interesting to those people.
Yeah.
No, I guess my problem with it is that we are, we are getting into a bit of a softer generation. And
Oh, that's fine. You can be political all you want. It's
Oh, no, like,
I am
literally,
the
I could
person
call
let
it-
me say this real quick. I don't have a political side.
I have a
In the
political
booth,
side.
man. I don't
It's
give a
dead
shit
center.
Who's who.
Same here.
Because from my life experiences, take it from someone who's literally been a drug addict before and has had fucking problems with drugs. I've never like sitting there on the fucking concrete wishing someone would fucking help me and nobody would even look at me. I was like, nobody's gonna help me in this world. I gotta do it on my own. And so that's what I fucking did my whole life. I've worked my whole life. At 16 was a drug addict and I rose up and fucking rose from the ashes and shit. And I'm proud of myself. But
Nigga think he
the problem
Batman.
is
Sorry, I apologize.
bro, I got the Batman arc real quick.
Yeah, literally. He was like, my parents are dead, but I was the reason. I rose up from the ashes because I could. Alright,
You wanna
I
know what the
apologize.
problem was? It's actually almost kind of like Batman. My mother died of cancer when I was a kid, and I always blamed myself.
Oh.
So I got out of that with drugs and shit and alcohol.
That's
And,
how
like,
most
I had-
kids and stuff start out these days too, because like even when their parents are gone or they're never around, they're always thinking that it's them, and sometimes
Like,
parents are just
it's-
assholes.
But yeah, like I said, like so, like the age you can start working though, like to get so we get back to that point because we're getting way off of it. But
we
like
are
to get to
getting-
that point, like it's like if when we get to the age where it's like, hey, you can start working, you should know how to balance a checkbook because if you don't, like
You're gonna have poor money management choices. Next thing you
Yeah.
know, you're gonna be
I
23
think
and you only got
instead of
$20 towards your
balancing
damn
a
rent.
checkbook, I think what's more, because we're not balancing checkbooks anymore. What we're balancing is bank accounts mainly because just with everything going on in a digital world, I think we should actually learn more on money management just as a whole, rather than a checkbook. I think that's more.
but like that's what I mean, like by balancing a checkbook. I just mean
Okay.
balancing money in general, how to build a savings, how to save money. The reason why they don't teach you that, like literally one of those like guys that saves money goes, because if everybody knew how to save it, then everybody would be retiring early, and there'd be no need to.
Learn, teach, be anything.
Yeah, there'd be no need to like society would fall because we don't have everybody working and everything.
But also because of the internet, we're able to look up and do things ourselves as much as other people and things can teach us. Because now these days, instead of the schools teaching us what we need to know, they're pretty much just saying, hey, nigga, you know how to get up and pick up 50 pounds worth of useless shit? Go work at McDonald's. They're literally teaching us just the basics to work pretty much anywhere. Only people that are pushing to be better and people that are pushing to want to work where they want to be in and work at their dream jobs are actually putting in the work to go to college and actually work at where they want to work at.
Are you black?
Which one?
Yeah, she's probably talking to you.
Yes, I am.
Oh, were you talking about me or?
Oh, no. We were just talking about in general. We were
Oh.
just talking about the
Oh,
one
we're
job,
talking-
yeah. But yes, I am black.
Oh shit!
I would turn on my
That's what's
camera,
up,
but
bro.
my room is dark as hell.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh no, my shit just popped on. I don't know if you guys can hear me that good or
Yeah,
not.
we can
Oh, yeah, we
Kind
can
of,
hear
We're just a little quiet, but
work
you
at this
can-
new setup.
Yeah, same here.
That's what's
Got a
up.
headset in my mic, and then I have a suppressed mic that I use for my music and stuff like that when I'm recording voice lines and stuff like that.
Has any of y'all ever like try to get cracked versions of what is it called? Why am I forgetting its name now?
Weed.
No,
Oh.
music. What is it? God damn, why am I forgetting it?
We all have.
But yeah,
shit to
like
run
it's
us
just
at this
it's
point.
the situation like I'm just trying to explain. It's like that we have as an issue is right now. It's just that there's things we should be teaching in the educational system, and we're not. And we're not. We could be setting up society for better success, and but when you look at it as a grandiose plan, like if you built it like the best thing like I described to someone's like one person was like, hey, it was in this W Discord, and they were like, talking about their job they're getting as like an oil worker or whatever, and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna oil work and work on being a big streamer. And I said, you know what? I said I'll give you the best life advice no one's ever gonna tell you. I said, ditch the streaming, do the oil working, take literally half of your paycheck and invest it. Put it somewhere where it can grow. And
Yes.
I said, the amount of money you'll make, I said you'll retire by your 30. You'll be literally retired by the time you're my age.
Investing is it's
I'm
good.
not talking about just like investing isn't like just like that, but like
But
you
even
can
just
put
putting money
them.
to the side.
Yeah, even
Yeah.
long-term see the problem with even long-term investing is you got to make that it's a bet. It's not like, oh, I can just make it and then I make money. It's not how investing is.
No.
You first off, with investing as in a general sense, you got to make sure that everything is perfect. Because if you don't, then
That's why you get somebody to do it for you though. Like you can get someone to do your investing for you.
But also, here's the thing
And
though. By having someone do it for you, you don't really learn nothing from it because you won't have the life experience
unless
of
you work with
succeeding
them
and
about it.
failing. Yeah, working with them, that's different. As in like job shadowing.
It's-
If you're working with them through the whole process, you'll start to catch on to the niches and start catching on to what you actually need to do yourself and the trials and errors.
I guess it's a pro and con thing. I don't know.
Yeah, life is all about trial and error. All decisions you make might not be for the best. All decisions you might make might not be for the worst. Everything's
But
about
yeah,
choice
man,
these
I don't
days.
know. In reality, it's kind of difficult to like say like just put half of your earnings into a side account and then invest because even if you get a good investment agency, most of the time you'll be losing money because of the investment agency.
Mhm.
They fucking take your money like it's crazy.
It's one of what I mean is like you have to get a word of mouth though. So if you can get an investment where it's a person that's like you can get an investment where it's um you can get it where when you work with somebody, if you have someone that, like, if you know someone's like, hey, I've been working with this guy and they've been doing great for me and they're earning me good money, you can trust them. They're not going to rob you as well. Like, it's ways that you can retire, but like, there's other things, like, we're getting way off the point again. It's just talking about just investments, but like, there's other things about not just balancing a checkbook, but how many people know how to change a tire? I do. I had to learn it in tech class because at my high school it was mandatory. Oh, I know how to change my oil. There's like simple things that people don't know
Yeah,
how
I
to
went to do that
do.
on my own.
Yeah.
But not just that, there's also like one I don't know and I wish I knew how to do is how to sew. So when I tear something on my pants, I don't just throw them away for minor things. And it's just like it's gotten to the point now where it's like, well, I'll just pay someone else to do it. And it's like, why not just have it that
Be
we just,
self-sufficient.
know how to do it ourselves, but at the same time, if it's the stuff that's too big, we can get someone else to do it.
Yeah, for people that actually know what they're doing
and
and that
I
invest their
don't
time
blame
into it.
that on us becoming soft or anything. I just say that's because we've grown into different things. It's gonna happen at some point. It was bound to happen. Even years ago, yeah, you might have been able to change your oil, but now there's someone that can change your oil for you. Or
History's
change
going to
your
keep
oil.
repeating itself unless we change it.
Yeah, but the thing is that, in my opinion, and this is my opinion, why the fuck, is it that important? To learn all these things. Certain things are important to learn. Don't get me wrong. Like, making sure to know how to, spend well and keep money where it's meant to be kept, and balancing everything out. And maybe some oil change. Learning cars is probably a better thing. Not learning everything about a car, but the important shit is probably a good thing. But we don't need to learn the whole fucking world.
Yeah.
A kid doesn't need to learn the whole world. That's what he gets to do. He gets to go out and be. That's like manhood, whatever you want to call it. I don't give a shit. It's going out. It's learning about themselves. And that's the beautiful thing about this world is you get to learn about yourself and you get to learn about the world, the good, the bad, and the ugly, man.
Now you also got to be careful because you also got to have a strong will and mindset, so that way when people criticize you, you won't think nothing of it. Because most people these days, because of the generation that we live in, are very soft. Like I could call somebody gay and they would go into a full frantic. Feel like I support the pride flag, and if I like having dick in my booty, then that's what it is. I'm like, bro, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just like, yo, I'm happy for you. Just,
Rats are gonna crack the fuck up.
yeah, just like, cause like if I were to like, yo, like if I were to do this, if somebody were to like tell me something like, yo, Jariel, have you ever like farted in a can and then smelled it? I'm like, bro, that's some gay stuff. They're like, you can't say that. You're insulting people. I'm like, how? How?
anybody says I'm proud to be gay, bro. I always have been.
Yeah.
If I sat there and was scared of being gay, then I would have been gone.
Don't ever be scared of yourself. Because even though I'm straight, I
was
support
always
all my
proud.
friends. Like, more than 80% of my friends are beyond straight. Like, not even pencil straight. Not even God straight. Like, not even the Bible could cure what the hell they have.
Yeah, man. I was always like, because it's a problem, you know. A lot of kids, you know, there is a problem where kids are trying to be gay at a young age. I'm just like, you know, if you're trying to explore yourself, that's you. But you can't sit there and be like, oh, I'm gay at fucking 10 years old. You got to be like, okay, well,
What does it mean
try
to
this
be
at maybe
gay?
12, and then we'll see how it goes. It's a weird thing because that hormone age is where it's a real problem.
Hormone
The
activates
the
it.
bigger
Yeah.
issue of that whole situation isn't that. It's the biggest issue and it's this issue that stems a lot in society right now is there's a big problem of groupthink, and it's to the point where if you even question my ideology, you're against me, and
You
if
say
you're
I can't be a
against me,
microwave? I'm gonna have you
you're a
sued.
horrible person. Like it's just that. Like, and it's unfortunate. It is like that. But there's nothing you can do about it. As like dumb as it sounds, like it's literally just as simple as that. It's just that we live in a society now where, and you know, and I hate to say it, like actually I don't. This Discord's a perfect example of that. In most cases, a lot of the mods, I see it all the time. They suppress speech of people. Now there's sometimes it does need to be, but there's other times where other things are happening that are not anything against the rules, no nothing, and they suppress it, and that's a big issue that's exemplified in society where speech is being suppressed, and the way we grow is through questioning because the answer we get from the questions helps us get further to the answer.
About
But
who
but
true.
people are shutting that down now, so we're literally almost stagnant as a society.
We're stabbing ourselves. This is
Yeah.
suicide.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
I could walk
I
it.
don't know. I mean, at the
yeah.
same time, we can try to fight against it, but it ain't gonna fucking work. I've just been honest. You know, my whole life is just like, whatever. If I can't fight against it, I'm not gonna fight against it. I don't have to be for it. I can just sit there and be like, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, all I do is like, you know, I just question it. Like I don't question out of a place of like it is a place of ignorance because literally just not the because that's another thing is the word like ignorance has lost all meaning.
Yeah.
Like
Like
people
gay.
have turned ignorance into being like a bad thing. It's like ignorance just meant you don't know.
Yeah, that's literally all it means. It means to be oblivion to the righteous path, or to be oblivion to a correct answer, or just to be
Yeah.
dumbfounded overall.
Oh damn, he left too.
Oh, I guess he doesn't like
Damn, this
wisdom.
turned into a real debate club.
But it's not a debate club
Dubby
though.
debate club.
Dude, I had that with a guy yesterday. We were talking on Dubby, and like I think we went through like 10 different people that popped in because of what we were talking.
I don't
We've scared the ladies
I
away.
think, you know.
Oh,
it's-
we've scared the
finally.
mod.
Fucking mod finally left.
was the
Okay, so
mod?
I'm just gonna say this now, guys, because they're all gone. I'm leaving Dubby. I've already messaged them, and they're just like, "Oh, just stop promoting us." I was like, "No, I want you to remove me from your system, because the fact that you can't just drop out at any time is kind of shady, and I've heard nothing but bad things about Dubby, and I would suggest leaving if I were you." This community does nothing to actually help you grow like they say in their ads. In their ads, they call themselves sponsors. It's a sponsorship. But when you mention it in the Discord, the mods like Miss B lose their shit on you and say it's a partnership. I was like, well then change your fucking ads because I can Google it right now and it says sponsorship. So I just wanted to say that while the mods dropped out.
Yeah.
I'm just worried down the road they're gonna try to steal money from me because I am making money off of Twitch already, and I don't want them coming at me. And I've been hearing nothing but bad things about the owner of Dubby.
Yikes. I'll give it a couple days and I'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
It's also, dude, it's ridiculously expensive. Like,
See, literally,
Like
this
for
is
8-ounce
all
jar,
the-
like
the only
35
reason I
bucks.
joined this, I actually didn't. First off, I didn't expect to be accepted. I only have 3 subs on YouTube.
okay, but look how many members are on this thing.
39,000, around 40K.
They literally accept everybody who applies. That's another reason
Yeah,
why I'm
true.
dropping out.
Yeah, because because it says that hey, you could grow at any level. Now, if you're over like 100 subs and like you actually have a good background, you have people that can vouch for you. That's something different. But if you're accepting just random people just because they applied, that is not good ownership,
That's
especially
what they're
for a
doing.
business.
Dude, they literally said in their
It's like
ad, I was laughing
McDonald's.
about it. I was laughing about it so hard.
Yeah.
They said in 15 minutes we can give you a response back.
Yeah,
God damn.
that's 15
That's
minutes.
literally 15 minutes is not enough time for a sponsor to be like, oh yeah, sure.
So that's the thing is where like I look back on it and I go, man, I should never have done this.
Yeah.
I mean, I've met some cool people on here. There's definitely.
Oh, the thing is like I used to when I first started, I was supporting everybody, and I realized that nobody supports anyone in this Discord overall. Like it's all about just people just post their ads in the thing, and then nobody shows up in anyone else's, and you get messaged by people that are trying to sell you on followers. That's literally all this Discord does. So I stopped posting in the Twitch channel and YouTube because I got tired of someone saying like, do you guys know anything about the pro scene of League of Legends? The LCS player I will dominate. I had a guy message me pretending to be him and says,
Damn.
"Are you streamer?"
Are you
And
a
it was
streamer?
Hey, then
Yeah.
you should have texted them. Are you Englishmen?
No, I just said I was like, "Oh, cool. Are you the actual I will dominate, the retired LCS player that streams on Twitch?" Because if that's the case, then why was your Discord created in February? No response after that. No, and it's
I'm
the
pretty
biggest
sure
thing
if you're
that
retired, you wouldn't have been created in 2023. Like that's just me,
no,
to be honest.
exactly. Like it's
Here's my
like
thing though. This whole time I've just been like, I'm just gonna try and get a couple people to do a podcast with, because I have nothing else to fucking do. As it is right now. I mean, I work and shit, but like, I'd like to make some YouTube videos, like actually try and do it a little bit.
Oh yeah, I will
So
gladly
like,
do that
fucking-
podcast with you, Dante.
Mhm.
Gladly.
Of course, I mean, and like anybody's welcome, man. I just need 4 people, low key.
Oh
We
yep,
just
count me
wanna
in.
talk
Yeah, I
about
have to.
gaming and shit.
I would be careful picking the people in Dubby just because like I was alluding to it, but like I've noticed this Discord is like very liberal overall. Like of the
Yeah.
ones that in my experience that you come in, like I could tell you what my views are in transgender, which is it's not horrible. It's just like I'm saying as an example, I'd be banned literally starting that conversation. They wouldn't even let me talk about it.
Yeah.
If that mod
But
was in here.
also, I
Oh, yeah.
kinda I understand why. It's because like, first off, nobody wants to hear about an opinion on a.
But if it's
server
a
that's mainly-
conversation that's happening though, and you join the
Yeah.
channel, you shouldn't. They can join and be like, "Oh, guys, you can't talk about that." It's like you joined while we're talking.
Yeah. Because even when I joined and it was, I think it was Crucix, and then y'all were talking about Naruto, I just sat there quietly until I understood what the conversation was like. Then I was like, oh, y'all talking about Naruto?
Yeah, same.
Let me put my
I
insight.
literally
And then that's when I
waited
started
to where you
talking
guys.
to y'all. Yeah.
No, and it's like I
Is it-
remember the mod did speak up once. I think someone said the N word or
Twice.
something.
Yeah, that
and
was
he's like,
me.
you can't say
Because
that. Yeah, he's
because
like,
I was talking about myself, and then because I actually am black, I can't turn on my camera because no matter how bright my screen is and my LED lights are, it's not. Yeah, you won't be able to see
Mhm.
me. Like you physically, you'll only see the reflection of my glasses. I'll look like
or
a
your
ghost
eyes.
in this.
It's just
Yeah.
like just the eyes in the darkness.
All
Yeah.
you'll see is a ghost. So I'm like, yo, my nigga, what's up? He was like, sir, we can't have that language in our chat. You cannot use that word. I'm like, why? I physically have the rights to. Like, if you
That's
want
the
me to
thing,
send you
it's
a full
also-
body picture, I will.
That's the thing. It's like another guy, like they were saying, is like you can't vape or smoke weed on the videos and stuff like that. And it was like, why? They're legal. It's not illegal substances.
Yeah.
Like, or like it's like I should be able to sit here and have a beer. And
I'd
then
rather
someone
get
told me it's
sponsored
like,
by Raid Shadow Legends.
and they're more corrupt. I've heard horror stories
Yeah.
with them too.
Raid Shadow Legends has always been like the kind of people that you just like get money from. The problem is that like their problem is not as bad as what you're explaining right here, just from what I've heard, at least
Yeah, but how long have you been here?
today.
Ah,
Honestly,
I've
Same
been
here.
here.
fuck,
Okay,
gonna
I've been. Sorry, go ahead. I stopped interrupting.
I'm just gonna be straight up with you. I don't. Well, I don't know if I should say it now, but
Hmm.
because I don't know who this person.
I mean, they're not a mod. You're fine.
Okay.
But no,
don't
it's
give a-
I
don't
will
give
just
a
say
fuck
I've
about
been
it.
here for
I really really.
I don't know, it's like that's just my opinion on it, and it's like, and I'm not like I'm just hanging out because I just like I gotta stay up for another hour, so I was like I'll just talk to some people, and usually late at night is when all the chill people are on this Discord.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But my experience overall with this community of W has been extremely negative, and I've been here for probably 2 months.
Yeah, I've only been here a day, and the thing was I was like, okay, I can see it as an opportunity because like immediately when I heard like 15 minutes, they'll give me a response. I was like, okay, they're not actually, they're just accepting everybody. I got the shitty code. I was like, I'll put it in my banner. It doesn't even matter. Fiddle with that. And I was like, whatever, who cares? The whole thing was just to try and get like maybe some people to hang out and stuff. I don't give a fuck about W. Like, I mean, it looks cool, but other than that, I can't really say anything about it.
Prime sponsor me.
And I'm not gonna lie to my. First off, I'm not gonna lie to my 3 viewers. Those
Yeah.
are my loyal viewers, man. They're day oneers. I can't lie to them.
Hey, look, even the
I have
small
no fucking
YouTubers
clue
still
what W
count.
is.
Hey man, every viewer counts. Like
Oh yeah.
I started off in League of Legends. Oh, sorry, Pokemon Go, got really popular. Took a break when one of the parents died. Came back and like no, I just went to, League of Legends, and now I'm getting up there, and it's like, and I appreciate every single person that comes in. Like even if they lurk, like if they don't even say anything and they just hang out and it's another view, like I greatly appreciate every single person.
And see, my thing was like, I can make videos and shit, but I've always wanted to try podcasts. I don't know what it was. I found some sort of enjoyment just being able to speak whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah,
Saying
I've done
Same.
podcasting before, and it was an interesting experience.
There it is.
He lives,
I've
guys.
been here the whole time.
I know,
I've just
I know,
been
we know
quiet
you.
since y'all have
Yeah.
been talking.
Yeah.
And I
Well-
looking for that moment to not interrupt somebody to make a statement is a bit difficult when y'all are having a pretty good conversation.
Like
Yeah.
So-
Hey, look, we're
going on
glad that
this
somebody
guy's
else is on the same
podcast
page.
At like 5 in the
Hmm.
morning because he's Australian. I'm like, fucking, I don't care. It's something to do.
I
That's what I'm
Hey,
waiting
look,
for.
I'm
I
on spring break, so we're
podcast
good.
like 3 times, and
My-
let me tell you, it's really fun. It's literally just recording yourself, like fucking.
And I,
Yeah,
So
that's
Screwing
literally,
around.
my
sports
buddy
or-
and I basically started a podcast. We just had to